It's been a while since we designed social media posts on this channel. So today I want to show you a real quick method to design a simple social media post in Pixellab. So without wasting much time, let's get started. Now the first thing I have to do is to go to the default session like this, and once I'm here I'm going to delete this text, and after deleting it then I'll start with importing the images that I actually need. So I'll tap on a plus sign at the top here, then from here I'll select from gallery and I'll pick up the first image, which is this. Okay, so this image I actually downloaded from the internet, and you can equally go ahead and download it, but for this one I'm going to leave the link in the video description for you to use without having to go through any hassle, right? So I'll position the image nicely over here like this, and I'll go ahead and lock the layer, right? But if you want to know how to download all this stuff, you can go ahead and check out the designers pack and grab a copy for yourself, and learn how to do all this stuff for yourself, right? So after getting the image inserted like this, the next thing that I have to do is to start entering the text that I have to enter. So I'll enter the first text, which is real. Okay, so real, I'll make it capitalized and tap on OK. So for this one I'll change the font to 28 days later, right? That's the name of the font, 28 days later. It is right here. I'll just tap on it, tap on OK, and of course I have to increase the size of the text. So let's say something like this, and I'll bring it to this side. Okay, let me just reduce the size a bit, and I'll just leave it over here like this. Okay, I think it's perfect now. So what I have to do now is to make a copy of it, go to edit and edit it to identity, so real identity, and I'll make it capitalized as well. But what I have to do at this point is to apply the perspective option or the perspective effect to this particular text depending on how I want it. So let me select the perspective tool over here, and I'll just start manipulating this text to my satisfaction, right? So let's take a quick look at that now. Let's see how it's going to appear, and I think I'm okay with this one. So I'll tap on a check mark, and this is how I'll have the text. Now what I have to do for this text is to change the color of it to a color from the person's image. So this is what I actually did. I tap on a plus sign and tap on a color picker tool over here, then I went to the image and I zoomed in. I zoom it like this and picked a color from the image like this. Okay, so after this I actually manipulate the color over here and I got something perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to use this like this for the text. Good, I think it's pretty cool, right? And of course, if you are wondering where to get this font, the font is actually part of the package that I gave away, but I'm probably going to leave a link in the description for you to download it as well. So let me just position the text over here, and I think I'm okay with this over here. Once that is done, I can go ahead and enter the remaining text, which is something I've actually copied already. It's right here. So I'm just going to tap on OK and make sure I reduce the size of this text to, let's say, 15, and see how best I can use it. So I have to make sure the text is on one line like this, and what I'm going to do is to change the text style to italic, something like this. Okay, so at this point we are pretty much done. Okay, so what is most important you have to learn from this tutorial is how to pick the color from the person's image to match what you want to do. Okay, the person is having a color of that of orange on her face, so I actually have to pick that color and use it for the text. And the font that I use for the text is not just any font, but a font which is kind of like rough, right? So that's something that you can actually incorporate in your next design you want to make. Okay, so this goes to here from Serene Art, and I hope you do find this video helpful. If you do, kindly go ahead and hit that like button and also subscribe and to this channel, right? So I'm going to see you in the next video. Bless up.